Hey, what's up guys? It's your second favorite PE teacher, Denver. Sorry if I sound sick a little bit still, I'm getting over it, but so much Season 3 info has come out, some leaks, some actual Easter eggs in game right now that you maybe missed. But let's check out everything that you guys need to know about Season 3 so far as we come up closer and closer to the new season. This is a big video today. Don't miss any of it, guys. Hit like right now. And let's see if we can try to hit 5,000 likes today and tap subscribe too, since so many of you guys love our videos and a lot of you guys aren't even subscribed. So check to see their sub now, and let's get started. Now, a huge Reddit post popped up for a very short time giving us all the secrets about Season 3 and what will happen, but guess what? This user not only deleted his post, but deleted his entire Reddit account. Kind of sketchy, right? But leakers have been in trouble with Epic before, so maybe that makes sense. Either way, luckily some people were able to save it, and this is what we found. The post was made by a user named, and try not to laugh at this, it was Infinity Fart Dev. Now, minus the silly name, the leaks seem totally legit and go along with everything else we know about what the map will look like and what leaks came out from other people in the Fortnite community as well. Now, the first thing Infinity told us is that the agency will actually become a plaza and have blue phone booths where you can change your skin in game. Now remember, this was before the plaza in Party Royale actually came out, and now we can see we have blue phone booths that do exactly what Infinity said they would do. Now, pretty crazy that he knew that was coming, but this all could have been a coincidence, so let's see what else he said before we get to the rest of the Season 3 leaks. Okay, so it may be no shock to some of you, but he also said the whole theme of Season 3 will be water, and so that leads us to believe that most of the map will be covered in water, which YouTuber Merle was able to recreate what this might look like here. Now, Merle said this was just a theory, and he made it as if the water levels rose across the map evenly, leaving some land, but as you can see, most of it would be underwater, which, if this is true, means we would need some way to get around. So guess what? Infinity said there will be underwater sharks that we can ride around, and he also said that sharks will be just in the game. So maybe they can attack us too, which could be like henchman AI, but instead we could fight sharks for loot and stuff like that. I'm thinking that if we defeat them, like the henchmen, then they are in a knocked out state where we can then tame them and move faster through the water, which would be pretty amazing, right? So funny enough, with all the water, you wouldn't think this next part is true, but just wait. There will be fire in Season 3, and not just talking campfires and stuff like that. We're talking actual fire. Infinity says we will have elemental fire damage in the game and that buildings will catch on fire. Do you think this is a good idea? And think about how it will affect building, right? I guess anything wood will just burn up super fast, so brick and metal are going to be so much more important because I assume they won't burn at least as easily as wood. But where would all this fire come from? Well, Infinity says it will come from a flare gun for one. Even though there could be more fire items, like imagine the boom bow being able to explode and set builds on fire. Either way, Infinity says the flare gun. Last summer, we saw a stranded Jonesy on an island shoot a flare gun up at the battle bus. People freaked out about it back then, thinking we were going to get it, and then we forgot about it. But now would be the perfect time to bring it back with fire possibly being in the game. Okay, before we get to the Doomsday leaks that tons of us missed, you guys might have heard of the engineer. If not, that's totally fine because she's not in the game yet, but she has been confirmed. So we expect her to play a big part. And Infinity says that she is, get this, Midas's sister. Crazy, right? And most likely she'll have some big role to play in the Doomsday event as either a good guy or maybe even a villain. We're totally not sure yet, but the leaks say she will come with a massive bird back bling that I can't wait to see. Now, as we understand, Midas seems to be somewhat neutral in the battle between Ghost and Shadow, but we think that Midas's sister, aka the engineer, is in Shadow, and so this next part then makes sense, and here we go. Infinity says Shadow wins the agency, which will make things extra juicy for the 5 things in the water around agency. What are those things in the water around the agency? Let me know in the comments what you think. But 420 on Twitter said about the 5 hatches and the Doomsday device itself. There are currently 5 hatches around the agency in the water. The device is nowhere to be found yet, but it will most likely pop up in the Doom Room, which we probably can access via Midas, his room, the rooms in the menu. And below this tweet was him showing what the hatches look like in the files. Now, some leakers say these will be missiles. I don't know. We at This Denver Guy think it might even be some sort of like teleportation device underground, or just some kind of like boosters to lift up the entire island like we saw back in chapter 1 when the Loot Lake house traveled across the entire island. It's so crazy to think of what these could be, so leave a comment and let us know your theory down below. But here's what else Infinity said. He says there will be a female Black Knight and a female Dark Voyager. And speaking of that female Black Knight, this is a leaked video about Midas, and watch what he has on his wall behind him when he walks away. And we'll get to even more crazy stuff, but check this out. So holding what looks to be a female Black Knight helmet, I could be wrong about that, but then he turns it gold, and look at the rest of the helmets, or dare I say heads, on the wall. Kind of creepy, right? And why is he collecting these, and what does Midas want to do with them? Let us know down below. Either way, apparently Epic is teaming up, guys, with DC Comics in Season 3, which makes sense, because if you have an underwater map, then what better way to celebrate than with the one and only Aquaman that Infinity says is coming. And then also from DC, he says there is a possible Fireflies leak, as he says, which I guess he must mean Firefly, which if you have followed leaks before, not everyone is familiar with everything. So sometimes we get these like small mistakes, which to me makes the leak seem even more legit, because it was like maybe they were at some secret Epic meeting or something, which does happen, by the way, and overheard people talking about Firefly, and maybe Infinity just didn't know who Firefly was or something. So this is just what we can assume for now. No matter what though, you comic book lovers and especially DC fans will love this upcoming season. Okay, last two things from Infinity, and then huge news for console Fortnite players that has even me excited. But Infinity's last two things he leaked are, number one, we can apparently design our own umbrella, similar to how we can design our own Maya. Super cool, and I think it's about time, since the umbrella is iconic to Fortnite and was like the OG glider. But we need more customizable options in Fortnite right now. Number two, I need your guys' help to let me know what this might be, because this has us super confused. Infinity says we will get a fishing book. Okay, let me take a crazy guess at this that I bet might come true. Since the entire map is underwater, what if there are a ton of different fish to catch instead of just like the 4 we have now? And just like we see in games like Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing, what if our fishing book is a way for us to collect all the different fish we caught across the world? How amazing would that be? Like, I love stuff like that in games and love collecting things, so that'd be perfect. And I can't really see what else we would use a fishing book for, but please let me know what you guys think. I don't know, maybe I know for sure someone in the comments is going to blow all of our minds with some knowledge bombs, so leave your comment below. But thank you to Infinity Fart Dev. It still kind of makes me laugh when I say it. We'll see if he's legit or not, but let's get to the big console news for Season 3. Now, although not specifically Season 3 related, maybe towards end of Season 3, we are getting the newest generation of consoles coming, and we might see Fortnite on the new PlayStation 5 or whatever Microsoft calls the new Xbox. This will mean way better gameplay, and console players can get up to 120 FPS, which is insane, and a lot closer to PC players who try to play on like 144 FPS or higher. If you don't know what those numbers mean, don't worry, the higher the better. And I almost forgot to tell you guys about the leaks and ask you if this is true in game. Players have been finding puddles popping up around the map like these here. Some people are saying, no, you're dumb, they've been there the entire time, but I don't remember seeing them. Honestly, I don't. And I'm going to have to hop into the game and investigate and see if more pop up. So if you guys see more puddles pop up around the map, please at me on Twitter, send them to me at that Denver Guy YT, and I'll try to get you guys in on the next video or something. But we need to find out the truth here. Either way, this is definitely something Epic would do to tease new content and try to get people hyped for an upcoming season. And what's crazy is that Season 3 comes in like 3.5 weeks now, so it would make sense to start teasing it now, especially in a small way such as puddles forming. I think we can safely say though that we will have a lot more water though, and I think we are pretty sure after all of this today, and then these are showing up across the map already. Like, how can we not assume a ton of water will be hitting us very soon? Now, the big question is, where will the water be coming from? Some of you guys say the dam will break, which might make sense, or at least it made sense, but at the same time, that's all water that's just in the lake anyways, and that would only be able to fill up like the bottom corner of the map where Slurpy Swamps is. So I can't really see that happening. I really think it will have to do with something at the agency and those hatches. Maybe they will be like giant water fountains or geysers, and as a defense mechanism or something, like it submerges the agency and everything else in water. Like that's the only way I could see it happening. So pretty cool. Like right now on the video if you guys didn't already, and make sure you're subscribed, guys. Sorry for being sick for so long, but I'm back and hopefully for a long time, and Simbo did an amazing job, but I know I still sound a little bit sick, so thanks for bearing with me. But thanks for watching the video today, guys, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Love, Denver.